So we have the part A and the part B as usual. Part A, we can start from the question in part A. The first question, so something that means try to make the new version of the application have the same or the similar look and feel of the old one. So what could be the answer for question number 1? Anyone tell me the answer? Can you tell me the answer for question number 1? Anyone can tell me the answer for question number 1? What could be the answer? Question number 1. Yeah, because can you tell me the answer?
Reset.
Yeah, just try to choose one. Which one? The first one.
Continuity.
Continuity, right? That's the correct. Yeah. So between the version, the new one, with the old one. So that is continuity. So then what is consistency? Consistency, for example, so in today's tutorial class, we're gonna use the follow.com, for drawing the website. And if you see the website, in the Moflow, so most of the symbols are using the blue, blue colors. And all the buttons always make it blue. If you see the pages, also have the blue button and blue colors, right? So that's the consistency. So most of the same colors, the same font, the families we are using for the application. They keep using the same style of the color side of the font. Okay. So continuity is between the application. We're gonna have the same or the similar the look and feel. That's the continuity. So question number 2. To show text or the graphical, the message that appeared there when so you hover the mouse over the control. So who's gonna the next? A little bit more.
For the answer for second one is tooltip.
Yeah, second one, tooltip. All right, correct. That's the correct. So what's the tooltip? So if you move your mouse so onto any icons, then it come up to some of the explanation in a box. That's the tooltips. So if you see onto the plus mark, and it shows the zoom in, right? That's the tooltip. So gives some more the explanation about the buttons, about the operation. So draw, that only draw, highlight, erase, that's all. Print, so page view. So what is this one? As a fit to the wide to the screen. Okay, that's the tooltips. Good. And number 3, so display the progress by the UI when the document is being saved or downloaded is an example of. So what is the example of if you have the progress one? It shows some of the progress of your download, progress of your saving file. Then, so what is what example of this? So the visibility, the feedback, consistency, affordance.
Visibility.
Visibility. So what is the visibility? So visibility, in most function should be the visible. So not only the progress or something. So the visible, then the example for the visibility, this one. So in a gas station, so you get to the gas station to fill the car, and can you find where the start button? So you need to press the button to start the fill up the fuels. So it is visible. Yeah, there is some of the button, but it's hard to define the way it is. This is a bad example for the visibility. So visibility is easy to find the way it is, easy to find some of the functions, some buttons. That is the visibility. Okay. So in this question, the display of the progress bar. So the system will give you some of the information. So when you do something and the system gives you some of the information with the visual, the audio, the materials they use. So that is not visible, that is the feedback. Okay, so between the user and the system gives you some of the information to the user using the visual information, using the audio information. Okay, that is feedback, so not the visibility. All right, the answer is B. So number 4. So when designing a user interface for the browser-based system, so it is not important to think about the comparability between the different browsers. The truth or false? What's the point here? So comparability between the different browsers. It is important. So someone use the Explorer, someone use the Chrome, but it has the different look for if you use the Safari in a MacBook. So what do you think about this? Is important or not? Definitely, this is important. So comparability. So any device, the browsers must have the same the views, and we have to support the same functions. Okay, it should be considered about the browsers. You need to test all different types of the browser when you develop the browser-based system. All right. The last question: system sequence diagram. They help in a design of the user interface. Is it true? What do you think about? Shetan.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
It is true, sir.
It is true.
True.
Right. Yeah, right. You're right. Good. So what is the system sequence diagram? Did you remember? We did a couple of weeks ago. So we have the one users and user with only one object. So there are some the left line, and between the user with the system. So we have the in message or the outbound message, in and out message, right? We have to define what the message details. So in and out, this is one of the system activity. That's the system sequence diagram. So using this one, we can define what's the detailed message. So when we request and response, so what kind of the answers we can respond from the system. So it is very helpful to create the user interface. Okay, so that is the truth. So this is all about the part A. So with the 5 questions, just have a look all the answers in part A, and then so move on to part B. All right, so let's move on to the part B. The activity 1 describe the 3 major decisions that must be made early, so in the project, and that directly affect the user interface design. So what is the 3 major decisions? So we are developing some application. So you are the response in design of your application. What we need to consider the first. So what's the main thing you need to consider when you start your new project? So you are the designers of the application. 3 major things. What could be the 3? The first one. So is the application
Planning, sir.
What was that? Can you explain more about? So is the application is the web-based one, the based application? you can standalone. Application. So like we need to install some of the software into your PC. That's a standalone application. So like the word process or the Excel, yeah, that's the example for the standalone application. So that's the different, the look and feel, right? So this is example for the MS Word program and the web-based application. That's the Google Docs. So we in a cloud. Okay, you have to decide the application is based on the web, the browser-based application or the standalone application. Then we have to think about which design we should go. Okay, does it make sense? So the first question we need to consider the design of your application is, the first one we need to think about is the application customize the custom application or the browser-based also the base application. Okay. That's the first question. Okay. So what could be the next? So next, we need to consider about which device we're going to use to access your application. So some people are using the desktop, or some people are using the mobile phone. So now it's common. So mobile, the phone they use to view your website, to use your application. So using the web, using your PC, using your mobile phone, they have the different the design view, right? So you need to consider which device the user need to use to access the application. So what kind of the device so they gonna be used? Will the application? So will the user interface need to use? Okay, that's the other questions about the design. Right. The next, and need to decide. So what could be the next question? Next major question to design of your application. So your application is running on the Windows system. Your application running on the MacBook, Apple iOS. So different ways can have the different look and feel, right? So the application in the Windows, application in the Apple's, so iOS have the different the API we need to use to design of your application. So we have to consider which application, which operating system, which the application system we're going to use. So what? So Windows and or the iOS or the Linux. You have the different look and feel. So we have to think about what operating the system, the world, the application, one under. All right. So those are three questions we have to keep in mind when you design of your application. Control, okay. Okay, does it make sense? Hello? Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Good. Next. Activity 2. We're almost finished. That's all? I need more, something more. So the activity 2. So
Excuse me, sir.
Yeah.
What is the difference between custom application and web-based application?
Custom application. So like we need to install the software into your PC. So like the MS Word process. So that's the difference. So you can just compare the MS Word. So you can just install the application into your PC. And also the web-based one is the kind of the Google Docs. So you can just simply compare those two. So one is custom application like the standalone application software. I want to share my one. Yes, going to. And what about any application? What else? MS what? So this is the custom application for the operating your PC, right? And also we have the another one. Oh, where it is? And I'll open. That's the one. And we also have the Google Drive. And where it is? Any files you want to share? Yeah, this is on title. Yeah, can you see the two different applications? So one came from the Microsoft. This is the MS Word file, the word process program. And the other one is made by the Google. So that's the Google. There's some change the names. But Google, the word file, or what they are called. So what document? Just a document in a Google document, right? So you can just download, just open in a cloud. So this is the web-based application, and this one is the standalone application. That's the different design, right?
I got it, sir. Thank you.
Okay, good. And what is where we are? Activity 2. So consider the example of the dialogues and what is example of dialogue, and then what was it? Where we are? So we are just starting to activity 2. Consider example of the dialogues and the storyboard on slide 25 to 31 of the lecture slide today. Lecture note. So page number, which numbers? 25 to 31, 25. So 13, 20, 21, 22, 25. So from the dialogue to the storyboard. This is dialogue, but not the 25. 25 to 31. Just have a look. So dialogue is a natural for the dialogue between just simply the conversation between the user and system. So this is the dialogue. So based on this dialogue, we can draw the storyboard. That's the activity 2. Okay. So did you understand what is form, what is dialogue, storyboard? So what's the form? So form is simply that is the we call the form. So the form is the way to gather the information from the user side. Okay. So user need to input some of the data to the system. So using the form. Okay. So that's the form. So dialogue is just the kind of just conversation. So we can just to think about the system as the humans, the other person, other the partners to communicate. Okay, like the two people as communicate. So, so for example, so what did you like to do? So I'd like to check out. And okay, so what is your email address for the account numbers? So my email address is blah 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 blah. That's the two people are talking to each other, right? That's the conversation. That's what we call dialogue. So we need to write down the dialogue between the user and system. So based on this information, we need to find some of the form. And so what we need to create it in this one. So we need to create it, the form. So this one, email. So we need to get the information. This is the email information from the user side. So we provide some of the form to the users. User need to enter the information to the system. Okay, that is the form. And so the storyboard is some the sequence of the display screens. Okay, the sequence of your sketch of your screen. That is the storyboard. So based on this, the dialogue, okay, just read all the dialogue and think about how the user system to complete of your dialogue. That's what we need to practice today. So we provide some of the examples. So created the relevant dialogues and the storyboard for the flight reservation booking system. So we're gonna do the flight reservation booking system. And we need to provide so storyboard for flight. Okay. So we need to create your dialogue first. So to use the flight reservation booking system, so what could be the scenarios? What could be the dialogue between the user and system? For example, I think let's use the notepad. Yeah, think about the scenarios, the conversation between the user's system. So the topics, the system is about the flight reservation, the booking system. So what could be the conversation between two? Hello. You can start from the system. So dialogue system. So what's the greeting? So what would you like today? And your users answers. I like to, and because this is the flight reservation system, so I like to book a flight, right? That's the user one. So how? So what could be the next system? You just complete the download. So what's the next could be? Hello?
Destination.
Yeah. What could be the next conversation? So think about you wanted to the booking the flight for your so to go to your country. So this system will ask you, do you have any account? Do you have any account? or yeah, it could be. The users, what the users do? Yes or no? If you said no, then the system said, so could you fill this form to could you create the new account for the booking? Right? And then user is my name. So my name is Brian. So my email. So email is Brian. ky.edu.au. And what is email? What's next? So only the name, email, that's all? The phone, yeah, the phone number. So 123, 123, 123. That's my phone number, right? And okay, system. Yeah, please log in. Please log in with your account. With done for creation. So please log in with the new account. Make it simple. And the user need to type their name and the password and login. So need to log in. Please. Then system will ask you, so where? So do you want to go, want to travel? Okay. And when? So the user needs to say, so where do you want to go? Anyone? So which place do you want to go? You want to go the Katuman or the Mumbai? Sorry?
Bali.
Bali. The Bali, yeah. And when? So tomorrow, what's the tomorrow? The 6th, the 7th, 5 to, so then from the 5 of the May, 7th of the May to so 9th of the May. Okay, that's the date. And the system, what does the system do? System need to check it is available or not. So I'll need to check. So all available. The airline, the available tickets for you, right? And what's next? And the system asks for travel class as well. Yeah. user system also. Yeah, they ask for Java class. Control C. Yeah, class as well. I think we can just add this one. Okay, that's better. Okay. So the Java class, the bowling, and check the available ticket for you. The user needs to select. Okay. Select one. Select one. So from the list. From the list. Okay. So I will choose. Okay, yes. I like to more like to choose. Let's choose. I think this one from the list. Okay. And so how do you? So that's the payment. The next one for the payment process. So now we need to do some of the payment for the ticket. Okay. The system need to. So how do you pay for the ticket? Yes, and the system user and blah 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 blah. You can just fill up. You can just complete all the compensation as you want, right? I think that's enough for the example. So that's compensation in a defined the reservation booking system. All right. Then what we need to do? So after that, we need to draw the storyboard. Okay. Storyboard. So based on this information, pay. Okay, how do you select it? So select, just complete, yeah. So select, I'd like to pay with the card, pay by card, and my card number is DDD, and what's the all the detail information. So with the details, system said done. Okay. So reservation is done. Right, then, so now we need to design up the application. So how do you like to do that? Nothing to do. So user, so like to book a flight. So you don't want to flight because we are created the booking, the system. So do you have the any account? So user doesn't have the any account. So we need to create it. So the input, the form, for the user creation. So how will we do that? So we also provide the have you used the moflow.com, the website? Anyone? So this is Moflow. So if you go there, so this is free. They have some free or the paid account. So go to the moflow.com. So up to the last week, so we are using the draw.io. So if you want, you can use the draw.io, but I introduce some of the new service, which is the Mockflow. So this kind of the application we call the wireframe. So wireframe. So have you heard about that? Just Google. So wireframe tools. Wireframe tools. What is wireframe tools? So in the old days, we are using the wireframe tool, something like, yeah, using the pen and papers. So draw the how your web page looks like. That's the old style of the wireframes. But there are the many the application and the web service to draw the wireframes on the online. So using your PC. But maybe 10 years ago, we always using the pen and papers to draw the sketch of your website, web pages, or the application, how it looks like. So where we need to put the buttons, what the function, the menus, so it's on top or on the left side or right side. It depends on the footers, which information we need to put in our footers. Those are we draw in the papers. But nowadays, so we have the many different application or the many options through your website. So just wait. And wireframe. We call the wireframe. Okay, that's one of the examples for the wireframe is the mock.com. And we're gonna use this service for today. And also, what's the example? Another example. I can't remember the name. the website. What's that? There's something very popular one. Wireframe, maybe. The best wireframe tools in Designer. Wireframe, which one is very useful? Yeah, have your sketches. Sketch also the wireframe. So the Adobe. So they also the XD is on another one. Figma. That's the I used one. The Figma. Figma. So go to the Figma. So using this, the Figma, so you can draw the mobile view or the web view. So they created many functions. So draw your website, your application design. Okay. Some people are using that one. That's the Figma example. That's the most, I think the most popular one. So in this day, that's for free. And wireframe, the Mockflow. So we are using the one. Mockflow, where it is. So you can use the Figma. What is or the other? They also have the XD. That's the other application software. This is from the Adobe's. So today's we're gonna use the flow.io. So if you want, you can use the other any other is the application, any other software you can use. Also draw.io. So you can use that website as well. Or I just introduce some other the options. So which is Mockflow. So that's free account. That there's some of the limitation to use the app, but we still use that applications. So go to the folder. Mockflow. Everyone needs to go to the mockflow.com and create a new account. So with your lesson email, and then log in to the site. So I already have the account, already log into the website. So the price, just have a look at the price. There's many different types of the account. So the basic is for free, and then you can the paid account, which is the premium, so team pack and enterprise the account. So there's a need to pay for that, but we are gonna use the free account for basics options. So we can create it only one the project, so limited to 3 pages. That's the enough for today's lessons. Okay. Yeah, please create your new account in moflow.com. Then we can just keep doing so with the account. Then once you're done, just let me know.
Done, sir.
Good. Then log into the site. Once you log in to the site, then you got this screen of things. Okay. And need to go to your profile and open to your service. So this is the kind of the canvas. So we need to create your project to draw your diagrams. But the free account only allow the one project to create. So create the new project. And so we're gonna use the blank project. And so type the project name. So 103, well, the system design and another system design, and click the start. The button, click the start button. But my one is also the free account. Oopsie, what is that? So I don't want to. So login. So no, I think. Yeah, have you logged into the system? And yeah. So now get in to the application and created your project. It's done. And open your project. Now, yeah, when you open your project, I think you have the nothing in the pages. Well, I already used the one. So I have the 3 pages. If you have the nothing on your pages, then you need to create the new pages. So delete first. So delete the one. So you can create the new pages, and the page number 3, maybe you have the page 1, 2, 3. Once you click the new pages and change the name. So what's the page for? This is for the flight, the booking system. Rename. So we need to design for the flight booking system. Yeah, anyone have any problem to create the new account, create the new project, create the new pages?
Yes, sir. To create new page. Difficult, sir.
Yeah. Then what we need to do? So we need to have a look at the dialog. So our dialog is here. I think it's better to share the screen. And you need to see the both of them. So one in this side, that side. Or we can copy this one, copy all the scenarios, and So when you created the new pages, so you need to click the element. So once you select the element, you can see all the symbols you can use so in your diagrams. So you have the text, rectangle, circles, images, or horizontal bars, all the buttons for your web page, the input box, or some of the other options. Just have a look. All the function, all the symbols on the website, because we are doing the website, the web application. So which one do you like? Do you want to do the web-based the application, or the mobile-based application? So what about, yeah, we can use the mobile view. Is that okay?
Okay, sir.
Yeah. Then just scroll down. So we have some of the symbol for the image for the Android or the iPhone, iPad, the Windows. So we can use the mobile and the iPhone. Okay. So this is the iPhone. You can use the other one if you want. You can select these images from the element. But we need to draw what we need to draw. So I'm just using the text box. So from the text, and just copy all the logos. Okay. And there's some of the font size. When you select your symbols, then this attribute for the symbols, scan the font size, make it larger for the fonts. Okay. I'm just separate function. The first one, this is the mobile reservation. Yeah, bold. So different colors. You don't need to that, but I'm just showing the download to create our website, the application. So what we need to do first. So do you like what do you do? So I'd like to book the flight. So there's nothing to do. And so what do you have? Do you have any account? No. Then we need to create it, the user account, right? So how we can go there? So this is the screen. So we can just the footer. So what's the name of the company? We can make some title. So using the text bar or any other options. Maybe some title. Yeah, title. But this is another mobile view. Just using title. So what's the name of the company? So KY. The flight. So reservations. The booking. KY, the flight. It's flight booking.com. Okay. And so font, this is KY colors, and make it larger a little bit. Is it good? And there are just some options. We need to log into the system, or if you don't have, we need to create a new account. Okay, there are just some options. So that's as usual. So element, we need to find the button. So there's different types of button. So button, radio button, and button icon. So button bar. So where to this mobile options? How we can icon. I'm just scroll down. Yeah, just keep the scroll down so we can see some of the mobile view. So Android and iPhone, iPad, Windows. So which platforms you are using? Yeah, did you find? Well, just type the icon. Yeah, then you can find the image for the icon. Okay. And we'll put the name of the company, and so we'll only have the button. So here's the button. So one button for here, and login. If you have the ID, so we can just log into the system. And but this looks terrible. So to make it look like nice, so I just wanted to round one and make it larger and to fit the mobile. And font color as to make it larger for the font. So login, font color. Which one do you like? So white, and the background. The background, the fill with the white, no white. So blue, something blue. That's the login. We wanted to the round one, so not the rectangle. Round button. If you scroll a little bit, some of the rotations, but the opacity, radius. So corner radius, you can just change the radius to the 15. Is it okay? Yeah. So we don't need some of the end line. Just delete borders, nothing. And that's better than before. So one for the login. So if you don't have any account, create the new account. Create new account. If you want, you can select the different colors for this one. This one is the background. Change the background to create the new account. Yeah. Text. You want text? You only need or, and make it larger. Oh, I have the underline. I don't want underline. Or underline. Where's underline?
Above the font color, there is underline. Yeah, above the font color.
Font color.
Yeah, just above it. Above. A little bit above.
Yeah. There? Yeah. Good, thanks. Yeah. Right. So there's two options. We can log into the system or create a new account. So, and I think so. We need to put some of the image. Image. Can you find the pick the images? I don't know. Yeah, something like that. But it's better to pick some of the flight, something like that. But you can put any images there. So now we do. So how we can create the new account? So we need to get information about the name, account, or the email, so the phone number or the password. So when you create the new account, we need to put those information into the system. So this is first page of the application. So we move on to the next one. just copy or only copy the iPhone frame and create the new one in the next time. So, or we'll just move this one underneath and bring the new pages here. A little bit down. So this is first one. So we need to draw the second pages. So second pages, so user need to add the user detail information to create the new the account. So it is better to have the same name of your webs. So move there. So name of the company. And so which information we need to put to create the new. So once you click the account, we need to go there and to put the detailed information for the users. So to do that, we need to label. So create the label. So that is what with user name. Name. Bigger. Okay, name and input box. We need to input box to type in the user information. Okay. The username. So enter user name. Something like that. And just copy those two. And what is? We need to put the username, email, user email. Just copy and paste and put the username, user email. What is? Next, some kind of database. So DOB. So in DOB, we have the another options to input the date. So date input. So I wanted to use that functions. I think so mobile view. That could be better. What is? Also need to put the password. Okay. Password to log in. The password is usually the password is hiding. So we use S3 to put the password and the button. I'm just copy the one. And once you're done and create. Okay, great. Then now you can create the new account.
Confirm password, maybe.
Okay. So if you want, you can just create another one. Password. Need more space and create one more time. Right? And what is once you create it and pass. So this is another view of your application. The next So what we need, yeah, so done. Please log into the, So once you do weekend, so after you created your account, you need to go back to the first pages, right? The pages and then log in to the system. So after then, what the user wanted to do. So you need to, the system says, what do you want to travel? Where do you want to travel? So we need to select the where you wanted to go, okay? So for your the reference, so just type Google it. So any default booking site, just have a look what kind of information, how they get the information from the users. So the flight, the reservation website. So which one is the popular in this day? Any website do you want to recommend? Expedia? I heard Expedia. So to make a book for your flight, so we need to type in for the where do you want to start, where do you want to depart, where do you want to go, that's the destination, the source and destination, and departing date, and then return date. Okay, those 4 options. That's the minimum, I think. And this is how many people, so travelers, number of the peoples, and this is the class for the flight. So economic, premium, those things. Okay. Then the first of all, we need to, the search flight. I need to have search flight and the leaving from and going to, departing date, and returning. So how we can implement them, how we can draw the one. So now we need to, but it's better to have this another title, input text. We already done for all this one. And this is the search flight. So using the text box to type search flight. Search flight. Maybe 20, 25. And make it bold. Options, that's okay. You can change the font style. So you can change the font to go. It doesn't matter, yeah. And so what kind of the information? So we need to put in the search flight. So leaving from, you said leaving from, I think leaving from text box. You said leaving the from to going to and departure date. So departing date. So we just select date from dates, then here date input and text. So departing date. Yeah, selecting the departing date. Returning date, that's the same. You have to choose. Oh, not that one. Choose the select dates. right? And what else? We also need to select the travel class, okay? So travel class. If you see the element, we have this some options. Options, Dropbox, yeah. You can use the Dropbox options. Just type in option. Dropbox was select. No, Dropbox, yeah. You use the one. You can select which one, options, item. So the economy class and the first class, the business class. S3, this one. You can create the some of the options there. And such. All right. The 15. Start with returning date. So that's to make a ladder using the 15. Okay. So that's for the search flight and copy. I can't select. Sorry. Copy and paste it to there. So once you're done, you can just make it the one group. So this is all the elements that are separate. So you can just make in the grouping. So select all the symbols you want to make in group. So group component or click the right side and no group component. How we do that? So select all and group component. No.
I think you need to select 3 picks, the whole 3.
Where is the options? Which option? The group images, create the component, maybe create the component and select the first pages, the main pages. There's something different. Yeah, so just automatically create it, load all the symbols together. So that's the other options. And so now we have the booking and the main pages, and for the booking pages, no. This is the created new account. So I put it down. And the name of the page could be so new account. Search flight. So it'll be down. All right. So now we created a 3. What is? So after such this flight, the system will give you all the list of the flight available. So what's the time? 8:25. So list of the flights. And so how it looks like, list of the flight. And you can just think about the airline component. So we need to have the images. All right, images. And the images? No, icon. No, not saved one. Where's my component? Okay, so icon, images, image file. Just have a look. Well, what kind of images we have? Image shows images, and you select images, no positions. No. Yeah, images. And alt click, pick. No. Allow to choose the icon. Icon font. That's enough. And change the icon. Then we can have some of the options, all options. Then airplane. That's the airplane. And we can put the name. Text. So which airline do you want to use? So Virgin Australia. And the dates. So from blah blah blah. I don't know. To dates and the price. Australian dollars. How much is that? Well, something $100. Yeah. All the information show you. So, and also I think it is better to use the box rectangle. Yeah, use this one. So now hiding. You can put it back. So right click. So we'll send it to the backward. You see there. Oh, one more. Backward. Yeah. So you're gonna see and the detailed information for the flight. So we need to the list of so we need to many items for this one. Okay, then we can just make it group. So this time make it the component. So using this one. So how we can make it the component? So select all the symbols and edit, create a new, what is reviews? No, sorry, get into edit, component. Created, export images, group component. So created a new component, and this is the flight, the component. So make your name, okay? Any names you can. Once you're done, we have the component for that. Then you can just keep using the one thing. What is? Where's another component? to copy and paste. Yeah. Okay. And reservation. Select. We need to confirm. Choose. So we need to select one of the item and click to choose. Then we start to go to the reservation. Okay, process, reservation process. Right. This is the both screens. Created copies and move it to the back. Yeah, move it to the underneath. Right. So like this, you can just follow the order dialog. And if you need some of the pages, we need to draw the pages. So that's the how we created the storyboard. This is the storyboard. That's the minimum. I can so make it smaller. Yeah, does it make sense? Yeah, any questions? The rest of them you can create it by your own. Yeah, you can create your own the views. Ooh. Ooh. So select. Oh, copy. Yeah, that's the one. Right, create that one. Okay.
So after that, we need to export it to image or what?
You can just take a screenshot. So don't need to export. Do not send this file to me. So this is the cloud version of the application. So once you create it, it automatically saved into the cloud, okay, into the website. So there's no the export file. Okay, just take a screenshot of your screens and put it into your the reports. Okay. So after that, what we need to do? We need to create it. So next thing we need to do is payment, right? So payment. So payment options. So make payment. So this is the credit card details. What else? And it could be the history. History, no, it doesn't matter. So we just only the following one. So pay, I think that's on. So only, so one more pages you need to create by yourself. I'll leave it for you. So just take a screenshot and put it into your document. That's all you need to do.
Excuse me, sir.
Yeah.
Will this type of question come in final exam or not, sir?
I don't think so. I don't think so.
Yeah,
So don't worry about it. It
of
takes a
time.
long time. So,
Yes.
but final the assessment, the final assessment, you need to draw the dialogue and this storyboard.
Okay,
Final
sir.
assessment.
Okay,
Yeah,
sir.
don't worry about it.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah.
So how you brought that airplane symbol?
Airplane. So go to the element. So we have the just type in whatever icon. If you click the icon and you come up the icon buttons or the icon font. So using the one, I'm using this in the icon font. And so move it into the document and so change the icon. So you see all the airplane or the all other, if you want to the Facebook, so you can use the Facebook symbols and make it larger, font size 40, and change the color for any symbols you can go. Not a background, maybe this one. Yeah, this is Facebook symbols, Facebook. If you wanted to different one, what with Apple, then change the icon and find the Apple. So create this one. And what else? And don't need to change Google. So that's the how. So I created some icons. Yeah. So change the icon and Google. So there's a different types of Google. Google Plus, Google, and Google. Which colors for the Google? Usually that red one. Change the symbol. Google Plus or any. Yeah, that's the way. So you can make it larger, change the size, and change the color of the images. Yeah, any images you can. So any other questions? So you need to write down all the dialogue. Based on this dialogue, you can create your application. Just follow all the sequence of the dialogue.
How you made that? What was that? Composition or something like that?
Component. So make it together. So make it a group. So then we can just repeatedly use that to all these components, right? So select some. I want to make the component with these three the icons: Facebook, Apple, Google's. So select all the symbols, and what is? So go to the group, the component. So select the group component.
Yes, sir.
And so create the component there. So I created the group component and select the set of the icon. So icons, okay, and add a component and save this the three of the symbols. So create the new component, which is icons. Then you can see icons, the flight component. So repeatedly you can use anywhere using this one. Where it is? Edit, the reviews. So if you just click, you can change the symbols or the component, symbols component. Okay, if you want that one. Usually list of the icon and the list of the item, you can use to make some of the template and create them. So you can just change so in individual. So in numbers, well, what any other Australia component? You can use one single of the name of the airline. Supposing what is, I can't remember any other names. Qantas. Yeah. So different price you can set up. This one is $200. This one is, so individually you can edit it. So even you use the same component, but the detailed information for each item, you can edit each of them, any of the items. So change the color as well. So change the color for the flight. So where this change the color, the icon color. I want to change a light one. So this one for black, no, change it to blue. And that one, change it to maybe the orange or yellow or something. Choose and the fill up. Then the border, the background. You can change the background colors. Something here. Choose the one. Oh, that's the background. Yeah. Looks. Yeah, and I think that's better. All right, you can just make it highlight if you want. Okay, any other questions? Yeah, you can make the web view of the application or the mobile view of the application. Is up to you. So I have some other examples. If you do the web view, so when it created the menus, you can choose the login and the sign up, created your account with the sign up buttons. When you click the sign up button, you can just come up the pages for created your account. So in a create your application, we need to type all the detailed information for the users and need to log in. So log into the system and so on. You can create the mobile view, you can create the browser view if you want. Okay. Any questions?
Sir, can I take photos, sir?
Sorry, what did you say?
Yeah, I want to take photos, sir.
That one?
Yes, sir, from study.
All right. Yeah, I think that's all. So you can use the mockflow.com, or you can use the draw.io. The draw.io also have some of the symbols to draw your draw.io. So that's the create the new account symbols. No pickup. That's okay. Select. And the flow chart UML. I think so.
Excuse me, sir.
Yeah.
Can I take the photo of the previous diagram, sir? If you
Just a second. Yeah, just a second. So once you log in the draw.io, so there's no the component of the web or the mobile view. So then we can just click the more shapes, and you have the bootstrap unit add or the mockups or iOS symbols if you want. You can use iOS and then add those symbols to your application. Then it has the mockup buttons, something like that. So you can use this one on your diagram. This is containers, but the forms, you have the template forms, something like that. And also some of the sign-up forms we already created. So graphical models, so some of the graphics. So the bar chart, some other one is missed. Navigations, text bar, so that's the navigations. Okay, so layer one, the menus, all the menus, the buttons. So you can use the draw.io and the mockflow.com. It's up to you. And you wanted to see where it is, this one. So I think that's all for today. Nothing more.
Can I see the storyboard now?
So please provide some numbers in a chat box. I will take your attendance with the information.